What up, everyone? I'm Rich Mays Lopez.
Gerald Flores, editor-in-chief for Soul Culture, filling in for Brendan Dunn.
Who couldn't be with us here today?
No mustache.
No mustache. But should I deadpan in the camera like Brendan usually does?
Yeah.
Like, is it this one?
It's everyone.
Is that?
This is Matt Welty, editor of Complex Sneakers.
And this is Full Size Run Show with very special guests in the building.
Stalley, the BCG general.
That's right. Stalley's going to sit with us throughout the whole show, talk about rapping, talking about sneakers, talk about culture. Are we ready to rock?
Yeah. Let's
Gerald,
do it.
hit me.
All right, first news item of the day. Adidas announced a new silhouette that's dropping next week. It's actually right here in front of us.
Yep.
Pro Fear, designed by Nick Galway, if you're familiar with him. He designed some of the iconic, Y3 Casa,
Yep.
NMD.
Yep.
Yeezy
Yeezy
Boost.
stuff.
Yeezy
Yep.
Boost. I know you guys have specific thoughts about this because you talked
What's
about
your
it earlier.
thought about it, though?
I mean, here's the
Don't
thing.
give us a political
I'm
answer
not
on this.
I'm not giving you a political answer. I think the hardest thing to do, I'm not a designer by any stretch of the means, but the hardest thing to do to design a shoe is create like a new tooling, which is like what they're doing right now. I get the sense that they want this to be like the next NMD so badly. Something that's like a GR shoe that is not attached to like Kanye or Pusha T or somebody that like kids are like going crazy for. I don't know if it's gonna reach that level, but I mean, I actually like that shoe.
Okay. Before we get to Stalley's opinion, I want to do a little something first, right? Like, a lot of people, they know you as a rapper.
Right.
Right? BCG Gang,
Yes.
dropped a couple of projects under MMG label, and now you're doing your own thing,
Yeah.
right? But I want to give people a little context. You and I first met probably about 10 years ago when you were working at A-Life.
Yes.
Which is, for anyone who is from New York, you already know what A-Life is. If you're not from New York, A-Life was, I gotta say was, unfortunately, the shop.
The shop.
That was the shop,
The
like
destination.
the Rivington Club, beautiful location. It's where everyone went to cop their sneakers. Before then, you were hooping,
Yes.
hard body,
Yes.
in Ohio.
Yes.
Around the same time that one Maverick Carter and one LeBron James were coming up.
Yeah.
So you have a perspective way beyond just like being a rapper cat.
Right.
There's a lot of people that watch the show, I'm sure, and us too, like we look at rappers like, oh, you just trying to get a check.
Yeah.
But you're not here trying to get a check. Well, yes, we all trying to get a check.
Right.
But when it comes to the sneaker thing, you've been around this for a minute.
Yes.
So any opinion you give us today is not just because you're rappers, because you're really into
Oh
this.
yeah, definitely. 100%.
Now, your opinion on this.
This is my first time seeing it. Can I hold it? Feels a little rough around the edge. Nah, but
Would you wear it?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear it. I see what they was trying to do, but it's not for me.
I feel like they're trying to combine two different trends here. You got this, like the NMD sock joint, and then like the ugly
The
sneaker.
chunky
Yeah,
guy.
like, you know what I'm saying, like
Right,
the triple S
Yeah,
Balenciaga joint. So it's like, let's put both these joints together
Right.
and hope it hits.
To me, I see if
Yeah.
it's like the wide stripes on it,
Yeah.
and with the thick sole, I think it's kind of like an homage to kind of some of the EQT, like
Sure,
early 90s.
which they've been doing a lot of
not
lately.
the running shoes, but like the training, like
Yeah,
feet you wear.
feet you wear stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where they were going with this, where kind of like the NMD was supposed to be a nod to, Adidas's heritage as well. The one thing that really throws me off about this shoe is that they left like the Ultra Boost like heel tab. I'm just like that. You see that, and it's instantly like.
Galway has hits.
Yeah.
This is not one of them. I mean, I'm just be real.
See, that's the thing. Like to me, with shoes like this, like you said, where they trying to make it kind of a staple piece or whatever, like something for the kids, something that they could put in the Foot Locker's finish line.
Yeah.
They go colorway crazy with it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They don't keep it exclusive. They kind of make it for the everyday person, and then that's what really burns it out.
See, that's the thing is we had Wex on the show. Shout out to John Wexler, who's a friend of the show, and I basically said the same thing.
Right.
I said I feel like you guys are getting in the dangerous space where you're doing the same thing over and over again, just different colors. Are you afraid that you guys will fall into an iterative space again?
What shoes you got?
Wex, come on, man. And he tried to tell me, because I was wearing Air Jordan 1s at the time, that Jordan is doing the same thing. But that to me is kind of apples and oranges, because you can't compare the Jordan 1 to anything. You feel me? Like that's just, the argument is over at that point. You know what I mean?
It's getting to this weird point where it's like if you don't want to wear these kind of like sock like shoes, it's like every new thing that Adidas makes is not for you.
We know how you feel about those sock-like shoes.
Fuck sock sneakers.
Fuck sock sneakers. Fuck sock sneakers.
No, just being just you know, keeping it real, where it's like every single shoe is like the same sort of like option.
The same
on
vibe.
the foot.
The same vibe. The same vibe. Big topic in sneaker culture and in sports. LeVar Ball.
Yes.
Big baller brand.
Right.
Right.
Big baller brand.
This week, he had several headlines attached to him, so I'm going to go through a couple of them. First thing is, the Lakers instituted what they're calling the LeVar Ball rule, where you can't speak to him, basically, anymore.
Is this for the media or this for people?
For the media. They don't want his messaging to be
direct with the Lakers.
Confused with the Lakers messaging, right? Then, as we all know, his son was allegedly caught shoplifting in the East.
Jello.
Yes, Jello.
Yes.
Supposedly he was bailed out by Donald Trump or whatever the hell happened. This week, following up on that, LeVar came out and said that he's pulling Jello out of UCLA.
Heard that.
And he's going to go hoop in China.
They're gonna take him back to the country that he stole the sunglasses from. Is he allowed?
I'm going back home,
Is he
baby.
allowed back there? Is he allowed back there?
That's without. Hey, if you play basketball for us, you could come.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to get us a chip. That was the other headline. The next one is that we should expect a signature sneaker for Jello called the Jello 3.
What
And
happened to 1 and 2?
no, see, it was LaMelo 1,
Uh-huh.
Lonzo 2, Jello 3.
Oh, okay. That's how he's
I can't
doing
tell you
it.
how the numbers work or whatever, but that's what it is.
This is the one pair of Big Baller brand shoes where they're actually going to charge like the Skechers price tag for it.
That's the only way they're gonna move the joint.
Yeah, for Jello, it's like, nah, man. He's gonna have he's got the price point like join now the family. He's got the 69.
Takedown joint.
Yeah, he's got the 69.
He got the affordable one. Yeah.
And then the last point was that LeVar Ball supposedly sent 3 pairs of Zos to Donald Trump and didn't get a thank you from him. So he's like, fuck it. You told me that I was supposed to say thank you for bailing him out, but you didn't say thank you for the sneakers. But
does he know that Donald Trump received the sneakers when they signed for about FedEx?
When they said Donald Trump dress,
What address did they go to?
They said they sent them at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and they're supposed to go to 1500. I don't know. I don't write letters anymore.
He looked up Donald Trump's address in the yellow pages.
Yeah.
He was like, but my question overall, before we even get into those points, right? You as a person who hooped as an amateur, younger, coming up in high school, and you were hooping at the same time, or hooping around the same time, Maverick Carter and LeBron James, 2 pretty important people to hoop and come out of Cleveland. What's your overall thoughts on this big baller brand thing?
You know, at first I was with it because I'm like empowering.
Yes.
Putting your people in position to win.
Jay-Z said the same thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
Independence.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just setting your family up.
Yeah.
But now it's getting kind of like out of control.
Yeah.
Just. You know, I was actually hurt by when I heard that he pulled him out of UCLA.
Okay.
Because I'm like, man, like, first he's 18, Jello, so you can make your own decisions. You can tell Pops, nah, chill. I'm going, I'm gonna stay right where I'm at.
Yeah.
But for the fact that he's kind of like being too like controlling, and now you're taking them away from an environment where they can succeed, because who knows if he's going to be in the NBA. He might just be a college athlete.
The scouting reports were showing that he was not going to be selected in next year's NBA draft.
I heard that he wasn't even like
on the board or anything.
on the board, like not even 3rd, 4th rounds. However they
not
do
even
the free
G League
agent.
status.
Not even free status.
Exactly. So it's like at that point you got to allow him to try to get an education. I don't know if they're all when I start to think, I'm like, are you banking on Lonzo?
Make money for everyone.
To make money for everyone, and you like, we good, or do you want them to all be set up individually to be successful? And so that was a little touchy thing. But I'm definitely, somebody who didn't have a father, who wasn't present at basketball games and practices and teaching me how to dribble and shoot. I love him. You know how hands-on he is and how dedicated he is and how into their careers and their lives he is. But it's a kind of thin line when you start
crossing the line.
Exactly. I think he's crossing the line when you start pulling them away from even the younger one when he took them out of high school and homeschool. Like, let these kids be kids. Let them kind of make their own decisions and see. I understand some things ain't right, but you have differences or you might bump heads with people, but that's life.
Yeah.
You got to learn, and you got to allow them to learn.
From a business perspective, though, business is booming basically, though, because every time he makes a headline, you know what I mean? It's money in the bank for him.
If you take the business aspect out of it and all that stuff, what's your just thought on the Big Baller Brand sneakers so far?
Just the product. The product.
If you walk into a store, the store and there's that like $400 or $500 price tag on it.
Oh, I
Big
was
Baller
walking
Brand.
past it. I'm like, what is this? You know, like you tripping. But you know, because again, it's no history to it. It's nothing to make me buy into the shoe itself.
Yeah.
And then for you to put that price tag there, it's like
outlandish.
It's outlandish. Make some type of have some accomplishments first.
Wealthy, big news from Nike.
Yeah,
this week.
you know, it was announced this week that Nike will be closing its Nike NYC, Nike Town store in the spring, and it will be opening a new flagship store next to Trump Towers on 57th Street. It's going to implement a lot of new technology. There's going to be you know, a lot of benefits for Nike Plus members. There's supposed to be something where if you're at the store and you're a Nike Plus member, that you can go up to the shoe, like take a picture of it, get your size, make the purchase and everything without even going up to a cashier.
It's like a super digital thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
We had Jeff Staple on this show, and he said that this type of stuff is making it nearly impossible for people like A-Life, for people like the Reed Space to exist anymore. So having had that experience working at A-Life, what do you think about this?
I agree. And we were going through that, and I felt that when I was still at A-Life, because it was the beginning. It was that turning. I think Mercer just was opening or just opened.
They had 255 Elizabeth too.
That's what it was, 255 Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And that's where you could get destroyer jackets. You can get it was more streetwear apparel. So they were kind of cutting out that A-Life, that Reed Space, that Dave's Meats, that Recon.
Even Dover Street is like basically a Nike store.
Oh definitely.
Yeah.
It's Nike and Comme des Garçons. Like, basically, you know what I'm saying? So you know, like and they definitely have cornered the market. And they're pushing out these family. I would say family to the community. These shops like A-Life, when I worked there, it was for the Lower East Side. You came in there, you had good conversation, you got your shoes, you got your clothes, and there was a party in the back. You know what I mean? You just had a good time, and now you're taking away that experience. It's hurting that, you know. But again, like you said, it's kind of like Nike is picking and choosing who they want to be partners with. You know, they do stuff with Kith, who else? Like you said, Dover Street. Certain people they want to give the opportunity to get, I guess, exclusives or to do exclusive collabs.
It's almost like, you know, and I know it's changed a lot since, you know, 10, 12 years ago we were into shoes, but it feels like every single hot sneaker this year, whether limited or not, you could buy directly through Nike.
Which was not the case back.
Which was not the case. You had to you had to know the person at the shop. You had to like be cool with him enough for him to even sell you the sneakers sometimes.
Exactly.
Like, or they'd have some bullshit price on it where they'd be like, it'd be like an Air Force One and they'd have like a $250 price tag on it, and he's like, nah, just kidding. They're like $160. But like, he's like,
yeah, we definitely did that too. Right? Oh, you got this shoe? Nah, we ain't got it. We got like 10 back there. You know?
That
was
shit.
That was the best. To be on that hunt and to be able to build that relationship with the consumer and the worker. You know what I mean? To be able to
I would chop it up for hours. We can't do that anymore.
About shoes. We do what we doing right now.
Now you go to Nike Town, you put your phone, like you said, for a thing, and you're out in 5 seconds.
And there's no way you're getting a discount from that cashier at all. You're not getting $10 off your 5-panel hat at all. No,
not at all.
Earlier this week, we didn't get to touch on it yet. Quavo, another. So Quavo posted on social media that he got a Finish Line gift card, free sneakers like for life.
How do you do that?
The golden gift card.
Quavo.
I know, but shit. Quavo, let me know, man. Plug through. Yeah.
So he's good. He's good, right? I want to ask you about that. We spoke about it before, but what's it like being a rapper and getting free sneakers from brands? Are you playing politics? Are you hitting people up? Are you just having mystery boxes laid up?
It's mystery boxes for me. You know, I've never been one. You know, like, if they give me the opportunity to reach out and to ask, I might do it once in a while if it's something that I really need or really want.
Can you remember something that you asked for?
The last thing that I asked for was the cause for us.
We both
Raffle winner.
How is that possible?
Raffle winner.
That's some
Who did you
beg?
So the system is fixed.
I think we all asked for that.
Yeah.
Like, everyone that we've had on the show asked for the same shit.
Yeah,
and
the
no one got them.
yeah, I got them.
Oh.
Did you get the black ones too?
So,
But what do you think about like the rapper sneaker deals too nowadays popping up left and right?
man, I guess it's weird to me because I don't feel like brands need the rapper.
Interesting.
I feel like the rapper more needs the brand, but I guess it's just the cool factor.
Yeah.
You know, the youth.
Yeah.
You know, just keeping, because one thing that I notice is that a lot of high-end sneakers are becoming more wanted. You know, like than the regular. Like somebody wants a Gucci sneaker more than they want a Jordan.
Yeah, or a Balenciaga.
Yeah. So now I feel like that's why the brands like Nike and Adidas are tapping back into the artists, because they know that we are the ones who basically give the cool.
Yeah.
We are the ones that people look at for like even athletes. Nobody's looking at James Harden or LeBron like I want to dress like that.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
We said that on the show a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Like those days are over.
It's
trying
over.
to be Jordan.
Yeah,
trying to be
exactly.
LeBron. Like I want to be Quavo.
Right.
Or
So-
not even a musician per se, or maybe kind of by trade, but like this year Virgil Abloh.
Virgil. Yeah.
Killed the game.
Killed it.
Killed the game.
So, I want to ask you, how much did Kanye have to do with all the rappers in the game now getting deals and stuff?
Oh, he's 100% responsible for that. He's the end all be all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They followed his lead, even with the brands. You know, Nike saw what he did. Adidas is seeing what he does, and it's like, oh, we can make money, and we can be cool, and we can put our shoes in the places that we need them to be without the athlete, because the athlete isn't selling it. Like I said, if it's not a performance sneaker, it's not really going to sell.
And no one's covered performance
Nike
sneakers
tried to
anymore.
do the KD
lifestyle
joints, stuff like that. This is the Russell Westbrook. It's not working. So let's go ahead and get a rapper or get an entertainer, and we going.
But what do you think about so many rappers getting shoes? It's like
that's true.
It's like it's
Now that
Future, The Weeknd, Cameron.
It's one thing though for if they hit you up, right? And
Right.
it's like Nike and Adidas, and they're like, "Do you want a sneaker deal?" You're like, "Yeah, sure, of
Right.
course." If you have like a pony or someone hitting you up saying, "Stalley, we'll give you a signature shoe," because other artists are accepting that.
They'll take that check.
Yeah, they will.
Would you
Not
ta-
me. I won't take that.
You would never take
No,
you
I'll
would never
never
co-sign if K-Swiss is like going to give you a signature shoe.
No, it's just.
But that's
like,
because where you're from.
Yeah,
That's where you come
It's
from.
where I come from and what I've been. I really I'm really from this. I'm a part of this culture, and for me, that's disrespectful to me and to the culture. To even try to put a shoe together that I would try to sell to someone like yourself or you that knows sneakers.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at me like, what is style? He's crazy. Like it's just not. And to answer your question about all of these rappers getting these, it's kind of like, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with everyone who gets a sneaker, but it's not about the actual sneaker, the culture, or where that artist that they're bringing in to do a sneaker with comes from.
Yeah.
They don't even care if you're a part of the culture or you cared about sneakers. You might have just now started getting money and got into sneakers, like a lot of people do. Now everybody's a fashion.
Do you think a lot of these stories
everybody's a sneakerhead because they get money?
Do you think a lot of these stories are bullshit that the brands are putting together?
Of course.
Because remember we were talking about this when Kendrick signed to. He was like, "Oh, I used to wear Reebok Classics in my Jabot jeans," and it was like, "Yeah, but you're from LA, like you aren't from Louisiana. In what world were you doing this in?"
You were interested in like Juvenile.
Yeah.
Percentage-wise, how many rappers are really heads? Percentage-wise, really heads.
Out
Not
of
like
100?
Out of 100.
Yeah.
He's laughing already. 5%.
That's fair number.
5.
5 dudes really about sneakers.
5.
It's like you and Wale, and that's it.
Right. That's 2.
You got 3 left.
I mean, there's probably Bum B. There's a couple, but it's a very small amount that are really sneakerheads.
But it's like you said, they got a bag now, and I'm a sneakerhead.
I call rappers who dress off the mannequin. They go, you know what I mean? They go in the Gucci, give me everything that's there. Or what everything that new came out, give it to me.
Yeah.
Because they can afford it.
Yeah, but they're not really about.
They're not
history.
really about.
Do you feel weird wearing?
Look at all the rappers who wear Supreme and Bape and stuff now.
When you were working at A-Life is when Supreme was no one was. I was walking into Supreme. You know
walking into.
You know what I mean? Walking out.
Right.
It's like in and out.
Right. Do you feel weird wearing other rappers' sneakers?
I would say
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and this back to what we were saying earlier. This is how I guess. I don't know the right word, but big Kanye is, I guess, because I don't feel feel weird wearing his sneaker.
But he's on a whole different level.
Or Pharrell, you know what I mean? Because they're on a level, but it's like I might feel weird wearing Travis Scott sneaker.
I feel you.
Not that it's not, it's a dope sneaker, but it's just like it's Travis.
It's like
Scott,
when you're hitting the court against LeBron, rocking LeBrons, you're gonna feel a certain way about
exactly.
it.
Yep.
Every week, Stalley, we like to pick the best and worst things that we've seen in sneakers on the internet. One of the worst things I saw this week, both of them were from Adidas, but one of the worst things I saw this week was this Yeezy Bundle, where you had to cop a $320 hoodie and a $240 pair of shorts to get the $200 sneaker. $760.
And let the record show that it is still available. As of like 2 hours ago, we were talking about in the office in every single size.
But I think is that a function of them just seeing who's going to order it because they haven't.
I don't know because the 700 when I bought the 700 that sold out and that was a pre-sale too. Right. This is still sitting. To me, this is far beneath Kanye West.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? This is far beneath Kanye West.
But this is also a sign, I think, and let's be honest, since the Yeezy season stuff started. This shit has not been selling at all.
It hasn't.
The clothing, it's like the price point's too high.
Yeah.
It's like kids aren't buying it.
Yeah.
You go on all the retailers and it's available on sale, every month. And they thought this was going to legitimize Kanye as like a fashion designer, which it has to a certain extent. But like the same fervor over the clothes hasn't been.
But that's the thing is, Kanye cultivated a really fervent following in sneakers with the Louis Vuitton joints, with the Bape joints, with the Nike joints. He had never done clothing until just recently. So his core is sneakerheads. Yeah. And sneakerheads are not fucking copping $760 worth of gear. The second thing that Adidas did, which was really whack, was they offered people the opportunity to have a Boost collection on site. All you had to do was spend $7,000 and all of a sudden you were in the game.
You got 40 pairs.
With every Boost ever. And that goes back to what Stalley said and what it reminds me of. The thrill of the hunt and the chase. People don't want that shit anymore.
I don't want an instant sneaker collection.
I don't want an instant sneaker collection. That shit is whack. I'm gonna give you 7 stacks and all of a sudden I'm in the game. What part of the game is that?
Right.
That shit is terrible.
That is
anyway,
terrible.
I think both of these things were way under Adidas. Welty, what were you thinking?
I personally got frustrated by this and what we're talking about where, people who haven't been in the game as long and kind of want to have faux nostalgia over things that were never cool.
Never hot.
Never hot. So Nike's bring back shocks, right?
Stalley's already laughing.
So it's just like, it's this faux nostalgia where people are like, oh, shocks are back. And I'm like, if you thought that shocks were actually cool back then.
It was the anti-sneakerhead dude.
It was the street culture.
Right.
Yeah.
Just to play devil's advocate, though, I mean, like, I'm not a business expert at all, but like, if you look at like Nike's research, do you think there's some corner in Europe of like guys like, or like they really want, like they ask for this, or there's a market for this stuff?
Let's ask Stalley.
I don't think so.
Because I'm sure you're a worldwide traveler.
Yeah, that's what I don't think so. Because they, they got great taste. So they like ones, Air Max ones. They like 90s. Like 90s. So. I don't see them wanting that.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong because, like you said, it might be but like when I'm thinking of London and Paris and Amsterdam and places like
that.
This ain't it. This ain't it.
They have more style than that.
Let's move on to something good.
Foot Locker's holiday campaign, usually they do this week of greatness and they promote whatever the hot releases are leading up to Christmas. So this year they did something different. And they're asking endorsers, assets, people, I guess in their circle, to donate shoes. Actually, all of us here probably got an empty box that we thought were some sneakers, but it's just an empty box to put some sneakers in.
That's dope.
And I think it's great because usually, like the past couple of years, you've seen these Week of Greatness spots, and they're like, they're like funny. It's like Tom Brady, in a diner, but they kind of turned it on its ear this year, and like they're doing something positive. Like this week, we saw this Lil Yachty walking to a Foot Locker, buying up all the Reebok workouts and putting them in the donation box. So if you're into this idea, you can go to a Foot Locker right now. There should be an empty bin where you can donate some new or gently worn sneakers.
Yeah, I put a whole box together in my crib. I think this is dope. But the reason why we also are talking about this and we have you here is obviously Yachty is a rapper and he's in on this. And Chance also did open mic yesterday in Chicago, where he linked up with Jordan Brand to give the kids in the session 300 pairs of Air Jordan 11s.
The 11s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I saw that.
you know, we talk about this all the time in the office about rappers just trying to get a check off sneakers, but this is the complete opposite.
Right.
These are rappers using their influence to do good for their community.
Yes,
So what are you thinking about that?
It's awesome. It's great because as rappers, we consume so many pairs of sneakers, and we always showing them off or posting on Instagram. So the kids who following us, they want to see, they want to be like us, or they want the feetwear that we have. So for them to be able to actually get that from a rapper, or to see that their favorite rapper is actually donating back and giving back, it's awesome. And I'm definitely going to do it too. I didn't know too much about it until now, but I'm definitely going to be a part of that as well.
And especially with Chance putting out for Chicago, and he knows
everything
that's going on in Chicago.
There, that's awesome. Yeah, awesome.
And
they're unreleased, so a lot of kids get to start.
It's starting for a couple days. Every week we like to go through all the sneakers that are dropping and pick what we would cop and what we would absolutely not cop. Join in on us and let us know what you think. What was the last pair of sneakers you copped?
The Rockefeller Air Force One.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, which is a great thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Why is that important to you to have?
Just because growing up, Rockefeller fan, J Dame fan, seeing them with them on, just because they weren't even available back then. They just had them just for the team. So to be a part of the team,
it's like
now,
cheating.
Exactly.
I had to get those two.
Right.
On site. So my cop of the week right here is the Amaman, which is close to you because you're in Atlanta now. Is the Amamaniere and Invincible Ultra Boost. The Ultra Boost Uncaged to me is a dub. It's trash. The one that exists at retail with the sock like upper and the whatever, garbage. But this is the one that we've all been asking for and waiting for. This is the way the Ultra Boost Uncaged should look. Plus it's cashmere prime knit on the upper, which is fire, and all leather. This is like a high class version of the Ultra Boost. What are you copping this week?
My cop. Already
on feet, okay.
Already on feet, sneakers and stuff. Adidas Stockholm.
This is surprising.
Oh, surprising. Shout out to
his brand. This is Matt Welty in a sneaker.
Right.
That's all I wear. That's all I wear. Sneakers and stuff.
Shout out to Sneakers and Stuff.
Shout out to Sneakers.
Supposed to be opening a shop close to us.
Allegedly.
Hinting at. But yeah, they made a funny commercial about it. Gore-Tex shoes. Guys were stomping in puddles. I liked it. I liked the shoes.
What are you copping, G?
I am copying the. I switched it up last minute because I had the Travis, but I already copped them, so I'm doing something different. I'm going the Vapor Max SE. It's basically the CDG version that dropped in February.
Without the CDG.
Without CDG. So yeah.
This to me is like the ultimate pump fake. I wanted the CDG so bad, and then it's like,
and then
I'm gonna have to settle for this shit.
Right. That's clean though.
Just as clean.
Just as good.
We also pick, like I said, our drops of the week, and listen, my drop of the week is not something, I guess, I didn't have a really drop of the week, but in honor of Brendan, who couldn't be here with us today, who's on vacation somewhere probably, I'm gonna drop the Daniel Arsham Adidas. It's only right because if he was on this show today, he would have had a crazy rant about how he doesn't like the sneaker. I don't really even care about the sneaker, but in honor of Brendan not being here, I gotta drop it for him. Shout out to Brendan who's watching, I'm sure.
My drop of the week is something that I kind of hate conceptually on multiple levels. It's the Olive Air Jordan 9 sneaker boot, which is somehow a tier 0 shoe, which makes no fucking sense.
Okay, hold on. I need to know the levels of conception that you hate the sneaker on.
I'm just not a Jordan guy in general, but sneaker boots suck.
Okay.
Let's be honest. Like, if you want to like...
But you're not fucking with these weekend joints?
No, fuck that. I thought like the dopest stuff that sneaker brands do is like ACG stuff, when you actually create like some sort of like all weather gear stuff, not when you take an Air Jordan and put like a chunky sole on it and you're like, oh, winter. Air Max 90 boots, go fuck yourself. Like,
no, but we got to call a spade here. Though this colorway though, especially in New York, is iconic.
Oh yeah.
So, right?
The olive.
Are you
the
copying?
Olive 9. No, I'm not copying that.
Why is this tier 0?
Man, I don't have any of the answers to be honest with you.
Because it's olive.
Yeah. Probably because it's the olive colorway.
There's probably 50 other colorways that are dropping
like
too.
you said, it's a classic shoe in New York.
G, what are you dropping this week?
This is probably gonna get a lot of hate in the comments and from the plugs at Jordan Brand, but I'm sorry. I'm dropping the Win Like 96 Jordan 11.
This is a hot take.
I know I respect the Jordan 11. The Jordan 11 is a classic, but as you know, I'm a purist. I only really fuck with OG Jordan colorways, and I feel like an all red sneaker that's like 2 years too late.
I'll give you that. I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah. Would you rock this with some Ohio State gear?
Nope. I'm with him. Like, you know, I'm more of like the mics that, you know, he wore in games.
Yeah.
You know, OG colorways.
Yeah.
But that's gonna do good in the hood.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, yeah.
What?
It's gonna sell out.
This sold out and it hasn't even hit the store yet. Like, this is
But
gone.
it's not for me. It's not a shoe that I need.
Yeah.
For sure.
And the thing about this, I said I don't have no problem with this shoe, but the thing I did say was that Kanye killed red sneakers. Like, that's it. After the Red October, no more red sneakers. Like, that was, it reached its pinnacle. That we're done with it. Every week we go through our mailbag, which has comments from YouTube, comments from Twitter, comments from Instagram. So, will the Yeezy 500 Desert Rat resale value be under or over the $760 bundle price? I think, I think we obviously know. The joints are still sitting there.
You can buy it right now.
What are you reselling when I can just easily get in there? And the thing about it, we talk about this a lot on this show, how resale has really changed the way people look at sneakers. It's like, I'm only gonna cop it if people know that it has resale value, not if it's gonna make me look fly.
Right.
If it's gonna resell.
When's the last time you bought a pair of sneakers for more than the retail price?
At resale.
I don't even know.
See, that's the thing. I don't do that. Like,
I just don't do it. Yeah.
From like, Lego City 4, with Nike producing so many trash colorways of the Nike foam posits lately, should they lock up the model for a couple years? I'm gonna say yes off top.
Yeah, definitely needs to go back in the vault.
Yeah. What do you think?
I agree.
That's an iconic sneaker that they just trashed.
Yeah.
The hell out of.
They need to, like, maybe 5 to 10 years. They need to
put that on the shelf.
They did that dirt.
From
Little Penny shoes.
Yoon Andrew, Adidas Pro Fears. Any predictions? Oh my God, we got another one. Any predictions on its value after release? I'm gonna go and say this. I don't want to say this across the board, but like, these resale questions are not for me. That's the thing. That's like not for me, because I just hate the fact that we're looking at sneakers from a resale perspective on whether or not you're gonna cop it.
Google the Adidas SL Loop.
Right. That one has a second.
Yeah.
Right.
There's your answer.
This is actually a fantastic one, especially for Stalley sitting here. This is from Vincent Latour. What shoe, and I'm going to ask Stalley first, what shoe is your favorite artist collaboration?
Oh, man, I would say the Yeezy 2 Platinum.
That's a good sneaker.
Yeah.
That's a real good sneaker. What do you think? Favorite rapper sneaker? You got to have one. Come on. Skepta.
Yes. Shout out.
Oh, yeah,
that was a great shoe.
That's a great shoe.
Skepta 97.
Probably go with the first Air Yeezy, the Zen Grey.
Yeah.
It was just like, at the time, that was like a graduation
Right,
tour.
yeah.
It was just like, that's nostalgic for me.
Exactly. That's the same with me.
Mine is, I only have 2 grails, right? The only 2 grails I have, and they're both the same.
I
From the
know
people
what
you
gonna say.
you think so?
Go ahead.
The first one is the Kanye West Bape.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Okay.
the Kanye Bear college dropout.
You didn't like the Kanye S. Carters from back in the day?
Yo, that Kanye Bapester, complete fire. The second one is, I'm throwing you for a loop here, I promise you. The second one is the Pharrell Roadster.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was out of control. Both of those sneakers.
Yeah.
What'd you think I was gonna say?
I thought you was going to say the Eminem.
Oh, those are good. Eminem Force? Yeah, those are good too. That is it for this week's Full Size Run Show. I want to thank Stalley for joining us. But Stalley, before we get out of here, please let the people know what you're working on.
Yeah, right now, Tell the Truth, Shame the Devil EP is out right now. It's the first of one, or first of a trilogy, so be prepared for the next 2 volumes, January, top of the year. But right now, go get Tell the Truth, Shame the Devil. It's out right now on all streaming services, but make sure you purchase it on iTunes.
Yes.
Support independence.
Open the bag up.
You already know. Yeah, open that. It's on, and it's like $5. So come on, it's an EP, man. You got $5. I know y'all got $5 because y'all every sneakerhead.
He needs to buy some more sneakers too.
Yeah,
so.
That's the thing, is I was gonna say, like, this is a head right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, support a head.
Yeah, support a head. You know what I'm saying? But yo, everybody who does support and watching, I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. Thank you guys for having
thank
me.
you, Stalley.
For sure,
it's been a minute.
Definitely,
it's been a minute. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining us.
Appreciate you.
Come through anytime, man.
I'm Rich Mays Lopez.
I'm Gerald Flores, SoulCollector.com. Brendan will be back next week, hopefully.
I'm Matt Welty, editor of Complex Sneakers.
That was Full Size Run Show. Till next time, y'all. Peace.
Listen, this is important. I need you to subscribe. They're going to make me keep wearing these fake Skechers Yeezys until we hit 50,000 subscribers. So please subscribe to Soul Collector on YouTube now.